A lion chased me up a tree, and I greatly enjoyed the view from the top. You never fail until you stop trying. Energy may be likened to the bending of a crossbow, decision to the releasing of a trigger. I do maintain that if your hair is wrong, your entire life is wrong. It is the certainty that they possess the truth that makes men cruel. But only he who, himself enlightened, is not afraid of shadows. Keep creating. The world yearns to celebrate your next masterpiece. It is better to live one day as a lion than 100 years as a sheep. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. Because people don't have wings, we look for ways to fly. Sometimes your only available transportation is a leap of faith. Man doesn't know what he is capable of until he is asked. Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes. Flow with whatever may happen and let your mind be free. We are all insects, groping towards something terrible or divine. Être dans le vent, c'est avoir le destin des feuilles mortes. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. You show me a capitalist, and I'll show you a bloodsucker. Life before death, strength before weakness, journey before destination. Victory is reserved for those who are willing to pay its price. Education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Other people's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. A lack of clarity could put the brakes on any journey to success. We destroy in assumptions, but we do not build in possibilities. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. I don't want to end up simply having visited this world. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. We are willing to believe anything other than the truth. I'm glad I see with my eyes and not the pages I've read. Always know the difference between what you're getting and what you deserve. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. Take care with the end as you do with the beginning. A path doesn't appear on its own. We've to make it, and we can make it. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. Hold faithfulness and sincerity as first principles. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. Contentment is natural wealth. Luxury is artificial poverty. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. Invincibility depends on oneself, the enemy's vulnerability on him. When your intentions are pure, so too will be your success. The only way you can know where the line is if you cross it. I'm not going to die. I'm going home like a shooting star. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. Face reality as it is, not as it was, or as you wish it to be. We are good to others only because we think that that is or will be good for us. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. There is nothing frightening in the dark if you just face it. It shattered something inside me that hadn't been broken before. Time bows to authentic commitment, and it stretches to accommodate it. Politics determines who has the power, not who has the truth. I had to philosophize, otherwise I could not live in this world. Everything's a risk. Not doing anything is a risk. It's up to you. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. You often meet your fate on the road you take to avoid it. What the ancients called a clever fighter is one who not only wins, but excels in winning with ease. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. The truth is, like salt, men want to taste a little, but too much makes everyone sick. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. When you treat your failures as lessons, you can never fail. Phase est ab host docere. One should learn even from one's enemies. I could die for you, but I couldn't and wouldn't live for you. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is awful. Face it. Memories are sweet. Cherish them. Other people are only aspects of our own greater being. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. Maybe other people will try to limit me, but I don't limit myself. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. Have enough courage to start and enough heart to finish. I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand. It is better for the heart to break than not to break. If everyone wants to be somebody, I want to be somebody else. Some men never die and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. Sometimes life is too hard to be alone, and sometimes life is too good to be alone. What is essential in war is victory, not prolonged operations. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. True knowledge exists in knowing that you know nothing. A frog in a well cannot conceive of the ocean. When your opponent gives you an opening, be swift as a hare. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Reason may be employed to support faith as well as to destroy it. Everything, no matter how beautiful, is only with us for a while. How quick come the reasons for approving what we like. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. Once we accept our limits, we go beyond them. A man who knows he is a fool is not a great fool. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. You must accept the truth from whatever source it comes. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. When anger rises, think of the consequences. Positive expectations are the mark of the superior personality. If I had to live my life over, I'd live over a saloon. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. We humans are more concerned with having than with being. We are finite, in that we are a product and source of the infinite.